Hi, guys. So, one of the best things that a voice actor can be when they are in a live directed session is to be directable. And you hear it from a lot of agents, a lot of casting directors, that it's important that as a voice actor, you are directable. So what does that mean? Let's break that down. Well, I would say first and foremost, that means to check your ego at the door. So whatever preconceived notions or whatever attitudes that you had or thoughts about how the spot should sound or your interpretation of it, basically that's not necessarily up to you. That really is, you are performing for a paid job, and the person who has hired you to do a job. And so therefore, they have a perception of what that should sound like in their head. And the next thing I think is so important is to listen. Listen first and then respond if you have questions or if you have comments about that. I would try to refrain from having any type of real comments or opinions about necessarily unless they're asking you for your opinion. So really listen to what the director is trying to say or whoever is talking. Sometimes they don't necessarily know exactly what it is that they want, but they're trying in their best way to tell you what it is that they want. So being respectful and really putting on your listening ears is going to be very helpful to get you asked back by that client. And then, depending on the direction that they give, try your absolute best to give them what it is that they're asking for, even if the casting spec said something different. Maybe the casting spec said, let's make this natural and conversational, but yet when it comes time for the live directed session, all of a sudden they're asking you to sound maybe a little bit more announcery. Try to just avoid having any commentary about their change in direction. If they're giving you a line read, let them give you a line read. And don't take that personally. I wouldn't take that as an ego blow. Again, it depends on the client that you're working with. Maybe it's the first time they've worked with a talent, maybe not. So try different things until you can ultimately and hopefully make that client happy. And that way you'll get asked back again and again.